Greetings! My hair and I welcome you to the second day of trying to refinish the paint on my cheap $700 Scion TC with some rattle cans. We already got the paint on the car, at least, so, you know, that's something. But today, and I guess probably tomorrow, because the sun's already almost down, we're going to try wet sanding and polishing it to actually get a decent finish out of it. I mean, there is paint on there. It just kind of looks... well, I can't see myself in it, which is probably a good thing, honestly. Daddy needs a haircut. Where's my stuff? So really the only game plan I have here is some 1500 wet dry sandpaper and a spray bottle full of wet, and just go to town, see what happens. I have no idea. Just to give you an idea what we're starting out with, and you can kind of see here, maybe not on the camera, but there's sanding marks and stuff. This is going to be very far from perfect. I mean, as you can tell, the color's not even really even, but as long as it looks good from, you know, way over there, then I'll be happy. So this is a big panel, but I think this is what I'm going to start with, is the hood here. So we've got our 1500, we've got our spray bottle. Time to cut to time lapse. I guess it's sort of glossy. There is an image in it now, at least. Hello, but let's see if I can get this to actually show what all's going on here. Well, they must not be too bad because the camera refuses to focus on any of it. Hello, okay. So you can see how we've still got a lot of texture from this being sanded with a rock, as near as I can tell, and then kind of in the whole of the paint you can see there's, focus on the paint, come on, there you go, there's sort of a pock marking, and that's because I didn't quite get it low enough to get all the orange peel out. Not sure what's going on here. There's like a, I don't know, a haziness in the paint that's going on here too. I don't know if that's like overspray that's messing with stuff or what. Feels nice and smooth though, but I think we need quite a bit more wet sanding, and I think I need to wet sand these areas more especially. I think that's probably what's going on there, so I guess I'll hit the whole hood with the sandpaper once more, and then we'll buff it again and see where we're at. let's not kid ourselves. That looks pretty bad, actually. It's kind of trash. So what's going on here? This is all a demonstration of why you don't do two things. First off, why you paint the whole panel, and second off, why you clear coat the whole panel. What we have there is the edge of where I sprayed some clear. And as you can tell by the state of my pad, there's quite a few places where I didn't actually get enough clear over the base coat. We've got some dodgy areas there, but it's kind of glossy, I guess. Let's see if we can look at the lights there. Ew. It's not amazing. If we can sort of get it to focus, we can sort of see what's still producing that haziness. There's still just the sanding marks that I'm never going to get out. There's some, what looks like a sort of chemical reaction right there. It's all pretty bad. Rattle can paint jobs can be done well, but it's usually, you know, one uniform color and sort of doing things properly. You can see here where more clear coat kind of running into no clear coat and being a mess. I don't know if maybe I need to drop down to 1000 grit from 1500. Yeah. So that's probably going to be the worst looking panel in the car just because it's so big and so flat. I actually already did the A-pillar over here. Yeah, that's it's smaller. The reflection quality is pretty good. The bodywork is terrible, but you know, the finish itself, not awful. Of course, the paint match is absolutely terrible. But as far as like orange peel and stuff goes, I think the A-pillar turned out kind of all right if I could get any amount of focus to happen here. But again, we have the same thing going on with the clear here. Yeah, just kind of where it transitions. But as soon as you back off a little bit, it still looks like garbage, but at least it's not Bondo. And I'm kind of halfway done with the door as well. But I'm out of light now, so this will have to wait till tomorrow. Well, at least after all that effort, I think we can agree on one thing. Looks bad, but it is rattle cans being done over prep that someone did with a rock, as near as I can tell. And I'm not doing it right, and I just can't put enough effort into this to finish it at all. I mean, I'm not sure there's any saving this, but my back is absolutely trash after just doing this one panel. I cannot bend over anymore, so crap. I even went back on this with, I did 1000 and then 2000 grit, and it still isn't really coming out even a little okay. So that's fun, but I've kind of hit my limit over how much bending over I can do. So I guess I'm gonna go inside and pick this back up tomorrow. So the whole time I've had this car, there's only been one key, and I'm sure you can see where this is going. Luckily, John Ross is a real one, and let me borrow this break-in kit, lockout kit. That's what it's called. But anyway, we're gonna break into my car now. So let's see. We've got stuff for manipulating. I don't know why I'm taking all this out instead of just grabbing what I need, but here we are. This is all how to get into cars from like the 50s. So we're gonna ignore that. There we go. Why did Scion build this door so well? So this has kind of just been sort of a learning experience in why people say not to do certain things. Like blending clear is not really something you can do. As you can see here, as it feathers out, it kind of turns this sort of faded color, and there's sort of an edge. So, you know, it's not great, but it's a heck of a lot better than having primer Bondo colored splotches all over the car. Though I probably should have just gone and cleared entire panels. The hood is terrible. The bumper is... yeah. But the car from a distance looks okay. It's a beater with a heater, and it should be pretty darn reliable. Right now, I've just got it jacked up. Jack stand under there. 2 jacks, actually. I was using the second jack to lift up on the wrench to break loose the O2 sensor, which is right here. Doesn't look terrible, a little bit dirty, but I'm kind of hoping that this will solve my PO420, which is a catalyst efficiency error. So, could be the catalyst, but I feel like it's a little bit more likely that it's this sensor. After only 160,000 miles, I wouldn't expect the catalyst to actually be going bad. So I bought a new Denso, slightly different arrangement of holes on there, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this in, put some anti-seize on the threads so that I don't have to use, or so that the next person that decides to take this out doesn't have to use a jack to lift up on the wrench. Where'd I put my wrench? I don't know. It was a lot of fun. Very cramped though, so we're going to throw this in. Thankfully, very short pigtail. Don't have to fish it back up into the car very far. And then we'll clear codes, and we'll drive this for the next week or so before I sell it and see if the codes come back. If you're interested in the car, I'd like to get $3,000 out of it, but hit me up. You've all seen what all I've done to it, which is, let's see here, PCV, vacuum lines, valve cover gasket, plugs, coils, a transmission. It has a clutch in it that is unknown. Brake master cylinder, bled everything. 1 new caliper because the bleeder broke. New sway bar end links, new ball joints. I think that covers everything. Detailed, and it's getting a new windshield. I forgot about that. I'm going to call a guy today about getting a new windshield put in it. And then it should be good to go. Oh, new hatch handle. Has a new hatch handle. Oh, and I also touched up the front grille with some spray paint and reattached the badge. I have no idea. I think I lost the badge for the rear, and apparently you can't just buy these on Amazon. They're like dealer only. And unlike my BMW, where every company has knockoff BMW roundels, I guess for Scion ones you got to go through Toyota. Interesting. They're like $20. $20 for that. There's no clout there. Why is it $20? Answer me that. So I will get this O2 sensor thrown back in and get the codes cleared. Last times I cleared the codes, they didn't come back for a few days, so I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.